Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Connecting Online for 2025. I am so excited that you're here to join us, the presenters, on this wonderful Friday morning, afternoon, or maybe even nighttime. It's going to be a 3-day online conference with 9 sessions today, 11 sessions tomorrow, and 10 sessions on Sunday. But I think that there are actually 10 today, not 9. We added an additional one at the end. So these are the wonderful presenters. But before we get to the presenters, let's talk about you. And is this your first time or not? So let me know if it's your first time, if it's your second time, third time, 10th time. You can go up to 16. So this is my 16th time with Connecting Online. My name is Nellie Deutsch, and I'll be introducing the presenters and telling you a little bit about what's ahead on this 3-day 16th annual online conference. So I'm looking at the chat. Feel free to add anything to the chat. The chat is our way of communicating. You can't do this at a conference. You have to be quiet. But here you don't have to be quiet at all. You can chat away in the chat box as much as you wish. It does not disturb me in any case. And I think it's a great way to communicate. Are you an educator, a student, or someone who's into another career? Feel free to add that. If you don't have a career at all, that's fine too. We're here to learn from one another. So I see first time, I see teacher. I wonder if anyone is not a teacher, or at least is anyone anything but a teacher, since we all teach. And feel free to add your countries, get acquainted. You may find your next door neighbor here as well. That happens in these online conferences. So I'm grateful to you for being here and grateful to the presenters. So notice this slide presentation is available in a few places. It's under About the Presenters, so you'll get a chance to see it when I share this with you. Notice we also have books, right now only 2, but hopefully we'll have more this year as well to share with you. We published, well, at least the presenters published a book in 2012 and in 2023. So a little bit about me, and you can write about yourself in the chat box. I have been teaching forever, even before I officially got paid for it. I think I was teaching as a little child at the age of 4 and 5, just as other children do. We all like to tell what we learn. But I've been doing it officially for over 40 years, and I've been using computer-assisted language learning since 1992. I'm a YouTuber. I currently have 155,000. I'd love to have you subscribe. So there is the QR code. If you have a camera nearby, you may take it and subscribe. And I've been doing this, I had to check myself, since 2006. So it's been a long time. I founded Integrating Technology Professional Development. It changed its name and the website a few times, but it's been around since 2009, where I provide free professional development courses and programs for educators around the globe, but not only for educators, for technologists and others as well. I believe in learner autonomy, peer-based learning. Now, learning autonomy is not a big deal anymore, since we're all learning with AI tools these days. So you don't really need a classroom to learn. Peer-based learning, where students teach one another, and mindfulness. I'm faculty at IMT MSc program at Democritus University of Thrace, at a distance on a Moodle site in Greece. Yes, you guessed it, in Greece. And I teach immersive virtual reality, augmented reality experiences and technology. So experiencing is very important. So let's take a look what we have here. We've got two venues for this conference. One is on Zoom, and I've added the links in the chat box. I'll add them again. And there's a Moodle platform where we get together, have discussions, you get a chance to get your certificates and engage. So there are two main platforms, but there's also Google Docs. So I don't know how you got here. You might want to tell me in the chat, how did you get here? Is it through Zoom that you got on Facebook or LinkedIn or somewhere else? Is it through Moodle and integrating technology, or through the Google Docs? So let me know in the chat how you got here. And while you're doing that, I'm going to add the links where you can join for more. So did everybody get that? 1, 2, 3 cameras. All right, so let's continue. I'll be back if you need this. And the presentation slides, I think this is really important. So let me get the link for you in case you don't have your camera. And if you need other links, let me know. So there's the link to the presentation where you can get everything. All right. You can also copy it. That's fine. So we've got all grades, Zoom and MoodleNet. That's interesting. Thank you for letting me know. We've got LinkedIn, Zoom. I wonder who the winner is. Seems to be that Zoom seems to have the most. Right. And there's the playlist on the right. If you need the link, let me get that for you. The link to the playlist where all the recordings will be available. So you'll be able to get all the recordings in case you missed anything. And these are the badges. If you're on the Moodle Integrating Technology conference area, you get a chance to introduce yourself using D-in-the-middle ID or using Hey Jen. And these are all photo to video. And it's a talking image. So you get your profile, any image that you have, even from years ago, that's fine. And then you just add a script, choose a presenter, and it'll speak, and its lips will move. The teeth will be slightly different, I have to confess. So I have mine as well there, so please join us. And there is a badge for day 1, a badge for day 2, a badge for day 3, and that's all. Okay, so there are 4 badges, but you will get a chance to get a certificate of attendance. And for each day, so this is what they look like. Notice the one on the left is for day 1, and then day 2 on the right. And your name, of course, will appear. So if you're here in Zoom, you should get it. You just have to make sure that you are a Zoom participant. In other words, that you come in through Zoom, which you did. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to get here. But make sure that your email works. Otherwise, you will not get the certificate. So make sure that your email in your Zoom account is accessible. If it's not, let me know. I can make changes if that's a problem. And if you want to know how to get hold of me, please do so through the Moodle conference area only. And you can use the support forms there. Any questions so far? I'm just checking to see. Oh, no, don't add your, no, don't add your emails here. You don't need to do that. Okay, you don't need to add your emails here. You just need to make sure that your Zoom account has the correct email. That works. And then this is for day 3 on the left for attendance. On the right is a certificate of completion with 30 hours where you watch the recordings and reflect using Book Creator. It's a lot of fun on the Moodle. Trust me, there are a lot of really, really happy educators, happy people who are very, very engaging. And this is Book Creator. You reflect on each day. And as I said, there are 10 sessions today, 11 sessions tomorrow, and 10 on Sunday. And you do this with the YouTube recording, so you don't have to memorize anything. A little bit about our presenters this year. Notice we've got lots of countries represented. In fact, we've got 13 countries. And I think that's something. So from around the globe, we've got 2 from Argentina, we've got Cyprus, Greece, Iran, Pakistan, Sweden, Uzbekistan, Canada, Germany, India, Italy, Poland, United States. If your country is not represented, I suggest you join us next year and you'll be able to get the registration form at the end of day 3. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. And then your country will be represented here as well. Anyone can present. You just have to have something to say. And most of us have a lot to say. So that's all you need. So let's take a look at today's lineup. But before we do, let me know if there are any questions. Thank you for that, Melinda. Really appreciate that. Thank you for adding that. Feel free to add questions in the chat box. Going to share the links, the venues with you once again so that you get a chance to view. As I said, it's the Zoom as well as integrating technology where the fun is and where you get your certificates and the presenters get their certificates as well. So are you ready for the lineup for day 1 and see what's ahead? Let me know in the chat if you're ready or I'm going to be stuck on this slide. So are you ready for the lineup? I see 1 person already. That's not enough. I need to see at least 68 while I drink my Camilla tea. Getting better. All right. If you're ready, I'll go on. All right. So the first day is today. And our first presenter is coming to us from Pakistan, and that's Dr. Sahib Khatun. She's assistant professor at Mehran University of Engineering and Technology in Jamshoro, Pakistan. She's a teacher, supervisor, and master trainer. She has achieved the Best Thesis Award. Congratulations if you're here. On her PhD thesis and Best Researcher Award as well from the University of St. Malaysia. She's conducted many faculty development workshops, trainings to train teachers. She's the author of 6 book chapters, including TF and Springer publications. She has Scopus and Web of Science indexed publications. So she's going to come right after me. And then there's Rob Howard. I think I saw you somewhere, Rob. You can wave if you're here. By the way, Dr. Sahib, you can also wave if you're here. So I'm looking for a wave or hands up. And then Rob Howard, whom I saw a couple of minutes ago, is the owner of the Online Language Center and Business Language Training Institute and founder of EFL Talks. He's a teacher, writer, and frequent worldwide speaker, very frequent lately. and trainer in business English, teacher development, teaching online, and the use of images and technology. He was the ITEFL Poland president, I believe, former joint coordinator and web and online coordinator of the ITEFL B, which is business SIG, gallery teachers, masterclass presenter, edu class presenter. And maybe Rob will tell us a little bit about that. ITD TEFL course trainer, member of the C group. Wow, that sounds like a huge feat. Online event coordinator for the Visual Arts Circle, as well as co-founder of the Independent Authors and Publishers. He lives in Poland. He was born in the United States. He never sleeps, just like Nellie. And he will tell you a lot more about him when we get to Rob, and I can't wait for both Dr. Sahib and Rob's. And then there's Eva Kozlowska, who has a master's and a PhD, all at the same time. No, there's a bit of a difference in time there, but she's has her PhD in mechanical engineering and medical device designing with the use of computer collaboration tools for multidisciplinary specialists. And we're excited about that. Both Rob and Eva have been presenting for many, many years. I stopped counting, but maybe they can tell me later on. And then there's Dr. Hendrik Nosch, who is coming to us from Germany. He has a background in computer science with a minor in education from the University of Hamburg. His PhD is in human-centered systems design from the University College London. He focused on how people prefer to consume videos. Very, very important these days on mobile devices. His research in human-computer interaction is focused on improving user experience, which we all need. So if you've got complaints, he's the man to talk to. And suited for users with specific needs, be it stroke patients, clinicians, or students. He's been working with Moodle for 15 years, and I think maybe it's more now. And during the last 7 or more years, he led several initiatives at Aalborg University to improve the use of Moodle. How many of you are familiar with Moodle? Moodle is a learning management system. Have you heard of Moodle? Do you use Moodle? Please let me know in the chat. Because yes, Moodle is more than a repository of slides or a PDF files. It's an engaging platform to have a lot of fun and learn at the same time. So I'm looking at the chat to see if there are not much. Yes, well, you'll be learning about what it feels to be on a Moodle site if you join, and let me add the links once again to the course or the conference area with the number 97 at the end. So we're looking forward to our presenter from Germany. And then we're going to go to, well, we're going to travel a lot, 13 countries. We're going to go to India with Dr. Anitha Devi, who's faculty, Department of English. And she has implemented the English Language Laboratory, which is computer assisted, and a 2-credit lab course on MTech program. She has been training teachers using technology. She's passionate about technology. She's already there in the Moodle course in the conference area, and you'll have a chance to watch her introduction as she introduces herself. She's an associate member and faculty coordinator, and she is currently the editor of JTELT, an ILTAI. And then we're going to go from India to Sweden. And I think Dr. Ebba Ocean-Nielsen, who's a professor and doctor, I think that she has been presenting for the past, so this will be her 16th time, 16 years. She's an independent consultant, expert, influencer, and quality reviewer in the field of open, flexible, online, and distance education. She's committed to promoting and improving open and online learning. She's involved in quality assurance when it comes to education. She's a member of various boards, as you can see, and she has been conducting a lot of research into making sure that courses, whether online or face-to-face, are according to quality models. And then we're back in the States with Dr. Jasmine Cohen, who is a Fulbright scholar and associate professor at Touro University. She's been teaching for many, many years, and you can see all her attributes. She's also a 2024 U.S. Department of State English language specialist, which means that she travels around the world. And she delivers international workshops on artificial intelligence and pedagogy. Her work includes TESOL programs in Yemen and Morocco, Amity University collaborations, and AI ethics as a columnist. Her research focuses on AI in higher education, experiential metaverse learning, and future-oriented education in 2060. And that's what you'll be talking about. So looking forward to that. And then there's Georgia Mineta, who's coming to us. Now we're going to Greece. She has been an EFL educator for over 20 years and works in primary school and kindergartens in Magnesia. She completed her studies at the Department of English and Literature at the Aristotle University of Helsinki. She holds a master's degree from the University of Dalarna, Sweden, and a master's degree in immersive technologies and education at the Democritus University of Thrace. Yes, but I met Georgia before I started teaching at the university and before she started her master's program. She is an eTwining ambassador. And if you want to know about eTwining, and you should know because it's an amazing initiative in Europe, and I hope that others can also join, and frequently organizes workshops for teachers on collaborative online and AI tool. She's also been an EVO moderator for the past 3 years. And that's day one. I'm not going to go on to day two. Unless you want me to. Would you like me to go on to day two? Let me know in the chat. I'm just going to go through very, very quickly so you get an idea. We're going to start early in the morning, my morning, 6 o'clock Toronto time. And I hope you join us. We're going to have India. We're going to have Iran. And I think our presenter is here right now. And then we'll go to India with Deepika and then stay in India for a long time. We're going to rest in India. Notice here. And then we're going to leave India and go to Toronto, Canada, Ontario, with Dr. Flamen Kushkiev, who is here today. And that's really exciting. But I think he's not even in Canada right now. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, Flamen. Are you in Canada or are you in Dubai or somewhere else right now? I think you are. Oh, you're back in Canada. That was fast. Okay, it seems fast when you're online, doesn't it? But I'm sure it wasn't that fast. And then we have Rachel. We're back in the United States. And she's coming to us from Texas. And then we're still in the States with Antonio Tovar. And then we're still in the States with Dr. Linh Phung, who may be in Vietnam right now. I don't know. She travels a lot, but she might be in the States. And then we're off to Italy. Actually, we'll meet Nevis today in our last session. Nevis and I are giving a talk today. So stay tuned for that. But she's coming to us from Italy. A little bit about Nevis, since she will be presenting today. She's an EFL teacher at Classical Studies High School in Italy. And she teaches English conversation, English drama, English exam preparation, Erasmus Plus projects, and business English to local corporations. She also translates from Italian to English. But actually, she's originally from Australia. even though she has a background from Italy. And you can read more about her there. She is an avid speaker, also has been presenting on CO Connecting Online for a number of years. And she also has taken courses on Moodle for Teachers, integrating technology. She's a Google certified educator and uses G Suite apps for schools. And you can read more about her since you've got this presentation, or you should have it. For those who missed it, maybe others can share the link since it's there. And then the third day, just very, very quickly, we've got Cyprus. And it's not their first time either. So we've got twins from Cyprus, two professors from Cyprus, Fariha and Zara, both from Cyprus, and they'll be presenting. And then we're back to India with Harshita Kapoor, and she has also presented a few times. Dr. Parvish Latta, also from India, has presented a few times, and Professor Abha Sharma has presented from India a few times. And then we have Parveen Kumar. Parveen, raise your hand if you're here. Parveen is originally from India, but he's coming to us from Uzbekistan. And you can see him there, standing proudly. All right, I don't know if he's here right now. Okay, and then we've got Dr. Arkady Zilberman. And he is a patent developer. Actually, he's an engineer, and he developed his latest innovation that he's going to talk about, which is any lingo. And you're going to want to hear this about language learning, a completely revolutionary, actually very natural, but revolutionary to many, many schools on how to learn English and other languages very, very effectively. Finally, we have someone who's an expert. So stay tuned for that on Sunday. And then there's Ron Moran coming to us from Germany. He's originally from the United States, but he's been living in Germany for a long, long time. You can read more about him, and I'll be repeating this on the third day. And then there's Dr. Doris Malero. And Doris has also presented a few times. She's coming to us from Argentina, originally from Venezuela. She's a refugee from Venezuela, and she'll be discussing her favorite topic, which is AI and images. And then there is Maria Rosario Magaldi, who's coming to us from Argentina, and this is also not her first time. She has presented before. And she's an English teacher as well as a yoga instructor. And that's it. Okay, that's it for the 3 days. And now for questions. Let me know in the chat if there are any questions. I'm looking at the chat. I'm going to add, and hopefully you have joined the conference area. Let me know if you have joined. Have you joined the conference area? Just put a heart under what I just shared if you have joined. Lots of hearts, and feel free to add hearts. We love hearts because we don't see your faces, and I'm sure your faces are full of joy, but since we don't see you, well, Rob, maybe you haven't joined, but I certainly enrolled you. So you are enrolled. Thank you, Anna. Those of you who have an account, I can enroll you, but you have to let me know. Yes, I always do. So any questions or comments? Would you like to see anything that I have talked about? The link again. Yes, I will share both links to the Zoom since they come together. But you can share that with your colleagues as well. In case your colleagues don't know about the event, feel free to share it with them. So far, 470 have registered for the Zoom meetings. Over 200 have joined. I guess if you joined now, it'll be even more, have joined the conference area. Great, nice to see you, Harshita. And yes, we are, Dr. Sahib. We are in the conference Zoom. There are two venues. One is this particular Zoom today. This is the link. And the other one is a Moodle learning management system. Let me share the links once again. Let me copy the link to the list of the live presentations. You can take a look at that. Let me know if you have any questions about the scheduled meetings. They're there. You can find them there. You can also find, this is the slides in case you missed that. And all the information is on the slides. So actually, this is a very important bit of information there. So notice the slides where all this information is. Let me go back into slide 1 with our wonderful presenters. Any questions? Yeah, this is a chance for all of us to connect. You know, I met some of my very close friends in a Zoom meeting. Well, it wasn't Zoom, it was WizIQ or it was something else. Zoom only became available in 2015, actually, before COVID. That's when I got my first Zoom account. But we met. I meet people in the chat box. I think I met Rob in a live meeting such as this. I know I met Eva on a Moodle, on one of my Moodle training courses. I met, and actually we never met face-to-face, but I did meet Rob face-to-face. Let's see who's here that I met face-to-face. Rob, I think you're the only one. I met Antonio. Oh, and I met Dr. Ramesh Sharma in India. That's true. If you met me face-to-face and I didn't mention you, let me know if we ever met face. Oh, we met twice. That's all, Rob? I thought we met more than twice. Yes, we met more than once. Oh, and I met Dr. Rachel Sale. I met her a few times at a few conferences, but we first met online. So meeting online is actually how, you know, it could be a first encounter and then it goes on. All right, so we are going to start with our first speaker in exactly 16 minutes. Professor Oliver, good to see you here. You know, it's wonderful. I never forget a name nor a face, but specifically a name. So if we've connected in the past, I will remember you. Dolly, of course, Dolly, you're here. I can't believe it. I am so impressed. Thank you for joining. Yes, Dolly and I guess we met on Wiki Educator or somewhere. And we also met in India. Well, Dolly, we met way before India. I think India was in 2015, and I believe we started communicating way before that, in the early 2000s, maybe before that. Yeah, this meeting, thank you for asking, Melinda. Melinda is also very active in the Moodle, so in the conference area. So thank you for that. And Lila from Algeria, wonderful to see your name here as well. So yes, this will be our Zoom meeting for the whole day. So what you can do is you can go and come back, of course, grab something to eat. We'll have at least a 10 to 15-minute break between sessions, so you'll have a chance to go and come back. But yes, you'll be, thank you, Anna. I am waiting for that moment to come to Gans, Poland, and then I'll be able to see you, Eva, and Rob, of course, in Poland. So this is the link for today. Every day there's another link, and you can see the links on this. I just shared it in the chat on the schedule. All the links are there. So what I do is, for those who are interested, the presenters specifically, this is being streamed live, which is the recording. I usually edit it on YouTube. And I start a new stream for the next presenter so that we have separate streaming or recording of each presentation, which makes it easier to watch later on, and of course, to reflect using Book Creator. All right, so for those of you who are off today, Friday, that's wonderful. I hope that you'll be able to join us for the rest of the day. And of course, there are free certificates. I showed the certificates before for the attendees.